everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Chargers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 of the year. It's the Rams going up against the Chargers.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They find some open field here. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Being chased out left. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you say.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't don't care what the size of your hands are, a lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 29. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again they run with Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sideline.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. The target that time was Kevin Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. back there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
To throw is Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big run there by Gurley. 56 yards.
You got him.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Goff. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
12.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On the counter, Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Super one.
Another carry now for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the run. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A toss play, Gordon, and he's got room. It's a first down and more for Gordon, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down following the incompletion. Now a carry here for Presley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And a good run as he manages 7 yards now to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride onto.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the 50, it's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On the handoff, it's Gurley. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. Here's gone. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Mariota. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and 4. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.